Your kids think you're cool?
Blue, she be fronting on me a little bit, but I catch her. I catch her in the corner, you know. Now she asks me, you know, if this cool, if we, you know, her sneakers or whatever she wearing.
She
now.
wants your advice.
Yeah. She's come back, but there was a time where she was like, "Dad,"
yeah.
I was like, "I'm cool. I don't know what you're saying."
Yes.
At your house, your parents is cool.
When you sit here, you know, the one question everybody has is there a part of you that thinks it's time for me to get back in the studio, or you're in no rush to do that, or are you waiting till the time is right for you?
Yeah, I think.
Because we can't use the word retirement for you.
Yeah. No, I already did that. I can't do that ever again. I would say I want to make music, but it has to be something important. I don't want to just make a bunch of tunes. That's not going to serve me. It won't feed me, first of all.
What does feed you? What feeds you?
I have to be saying something important. It has to mean something. You know, it has to mean something to a larger society. Like 444, for example, was a personal story.
Yeah.
But the amount of vulnerability in there allowed for a lot of people to explore the space.
Take me through your name, the origin of the name, and where it started, and to what it is today.
Well, my mother named me Sean because when I was born to her, it was her right.
Sean. That's a nice name.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Yeah. People start calling me it.
Yeah. I see. Right.
Hell can silence them damn bars.
Man. Nobody can silence them bars.
What are we talking about here?
Well, okay, so let's back it up. So Nicki Minaj did a verse on the Carter 6, the bonus version of the album.
Yeah.
It's called Banned from NO, the remix. Let's take a listen to her verse.
I could tap you slides, when you do is flip flop. If I send a pic of Shannon, you ain't that sharp. Still can't spell pug, and that's horrible. Weezy F, baby, and the F is for phenomenal. Man, already fading like a barber. They know it don't decline, so they never face Carter. French vanilla hazelnut in my Starbucks. NFL fire some and then call us.
So she says, NFL fire some N-words and then call us. Now, the song is called Banned from NO, Banned from New Orleans. And, you know, they're throwing shots at the NFL because, you know, remember Nicki Minaj spoke out when Lil Wayne didn't get his chance to perform. Yep, at Super Bowl. So she's on Twitter all weekend and she's hashtagging as she's, or mentioning as she's doing some of these tweets, NFL fire some N-words and then the phone for call us.
Just say this, every label passed up on me. Every record company passed up on me. Every crew, you know, like I'm from New York. Jay's crew and 50's crew didn't sign me. You know, I wasn't signed to Nas, and you know, I wasn't signed to anybody, you know.
Jay-Z is not the kind of person who usually snaps in public. He doesn't do messy back and forths. He doesn't rant online. He doesn't jump on podcasts to explain himself. So, when reports started spreading that Jay-Z had made private calls, sent cease and desist letters, and allegedly issued one threat so serious it stunned 50 Cent's entire camp, people realized this wasn't just rap beef. This was something else. Because somehow, at the worst possible moment in Jay-Z's life, 50 Cent saw blood in the water and did what he always does. He turned it into content. And that's where the real war began. But the mockery wasn't even the craziest part. To understand why Jay-Z allegedly went off behind the scenes, you have to understand what 50 Cent did first. In late 2024, a civil lawsuit resurfaced that included Jay-Z's name in a highly sensitive accusation connected to an after-party following the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards. Jay-Z denied it immediately. He called it blackmail. He promised to expose the attorney involved. He filed motions through his legal team. And he stayed visible, even stepping onto the red carpet with Beyonce and their children, almost like he was refusing to hide. But 50 Cent watched all of this unfold, and he did what 50 has always done when someone is vulnerable. He posted. On December 10th, he uploaded an AI-generated video showing Jay-Z in tuxedos at a party, then being handcuffed, then ending up behind bars. The caption? I want to post this, but I'm afraid I'm going to get shot. LOL. He posted it, deleted it, but it was too late. It spread everywhere. X, Reddit, YouTube commentary channels, major entertainment outlets, and suddenly, Jay-Z's name wasn't just in legal headlines, it was in meme culture. And 50 wasn't done, not even close. Because next, he went after Jay's empire. But that wasn't the whole story. After mocking Jay's family appearance at the Mufasa premiere, 50 shifted into something more dangerous, the Super Bowl. Jay-Z's company Rock Nation holds one of the NFL's most high-profile partnerships, overseeing the halftime show. So 50 posted again. Are we still having the Super Bowl? Asking for a friend. That friend was obvious. Everyone assumed Kendrick Lamar, the headliner that year. But the real target wasn't Kendrick, it was Jay, because that post did something slick. It reminded the world Jay-Z isn't just a rapper, he's a corporate machine. And it planted one terrifying question. What happens if the NFL decides Jay-Z is too controversial? The league has never been loyal when scandals hit, and 50 was basically daring the public to imagine Jay getting distanced. He wasn't accusing Jay directly, he was doing something worse. He was making the accusations, the joke, and jokes stick longer than headlines. Then came the interviews, and 50 added another layer. He pointed out something unsettling. Jay-Z's daughter was the same age as the alleged victim mentioned in the lawsuit, and for the first time, 50 sounded almost serious. Not cruel, just real. And that's what made it hit harder. The trolling was turning into pressure, and that pressure finally triggered Jay-Z. But Jay didn't respond the way people expected. Because Jay-Z doesn't fight loud. He fights quiet. And what happened next reportedly shocked 50's camp. Jay-Z never posted an Instagram response. He never dropped a diss track. He never acknowledged 50 publicly. Instead, according to multiple reports floating through entertainment media and industry chatter, Jay went private. The first move? A phone call. Sources claimed Jay-Z, or intermediaries close to him, directly confronted 50 about spreading lies through viral content. And 50 later admitted the calls were aggressive, not friendly, not casual, warnings. Then came the second move, cease and desist letters, reportedly demanding 50 stop the mockery, and more importantly, stop teasing a Jay-Z documentary, because that's where Jay allegedly drew the line. And then came the threat that took it to another level. Claims surfaced that Jay-Z essentially warned that if 50 moved forward with any documentary digging into his life, he would bury it in litigation, make it so expensive, so impossible, that it would die before filming even began. Now, none of this was officially confirmed by Jay, but that's the point. Jay's power has never been loud. It's always been silent. Lawyers, influence, pressure behind closed doors. And 50 saw it coming. Because he's been accusing Jay of the same thing for decades. And he said it plainly. He always puts somebody in front of him. And that's where this rivalry gets deeper, because this wasn't new. This was history repeating. But the past makes everything make sense. 50 Cent has always claimed Jay-Z never fights directly. When Jadakiss came at him, Jay put Beanie Siegel in front. When Cameron escalated, Jay moved through Rock affiliates. And now, instead of rappers, it's attorneys. Instead of diss tracks, it's lawsuits. 50's critique is simple. Jay doesn't compete with personality. He competes with infrastructure, and 50 finds that fake. Because 50's entire brand is direct chaos. He trolls in public. He laughs in your face. He doesn't hide behind silence. So when Jay allegedly tried to shut him down privately, 50 wasn't scared. He was irritated. Because to him, Jay was doing what he always does, moving like a billionaire, not a rapper. But this tension didn't start in 2024. It didn't even start in the 2000s. It goes all the way back to the moment 50 entered the game. And Jay immediately dismissed him. But what happened next would shape hip-hop for 25 years. This goes back to 1999. 50 Cent drops How to Rob, joking about robbing rappers, including Jay-Z. Jay responds with a cold punchline, I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 cents? That set the tone. Jay minimized him. 50 never forgot. Then 2003 happens. 50 explodes with Get Rich or Die Tryin'. For a moment, they coexist. Tour together, business moves, magazine covers. But once competition enters, it turns. Jay retires into executive power. 50 dominates commercially. Then, 2007, 50 challenges Kanye West in a sales war. But Kanye is Def Jam, Def Jam is Jay. So to 50, it wasn't Kanye, it was Jay pulling strings. By 2009, it's openly hostile. Shots in interviews, shots in lyrics. Jay famously says, no one's scared of 50 Cent. And 50's response, Jay isn't tough, Jay is calculated. And through all these years, one truth stays underneath it. This was never just personal, it was business, because both men are fighting over legacy and money, and the battlefield keeps evolving. Which brings us to the real reason Jay allegedly panicked. 50 isn't just trolling, he's building a media empire, and that scares Jay more than any diss track. Strip away the memes, strip away the AI videos. What's left is business. Jay-Z's power is institutional, NFL partnerships. Corporate alliances, legacy branding, 50 Cent's power is chaos turned into content. Netflix, stars, documentaries, viral attention. 50 isn't just a rapper anymore. He's a producer, a media executive, a man who can shape narratives globally. And that's why the documentary threat matters, because Jay-Z has spent decades crafting his image. The billionaire rapper, the husband of Beyoncé, the untouchable icon, and 50's whole mission is to prove no one is untouchable. That's always been 50 Cent's entire mindset. He doesn't care how many billions you have, how many Grammys sit on your shelf, or how many corporate boardrooms know your name. In his world, power is only real until someone decides to test it. And that's why his most personal claim about Jay-Z hits so hard. Because 50 doesn't just criticize Jay's music, he questions the entire foundation of his elevation. He's openly suggested that Jay's rise into untouchable status wasn't only about bars, business, or hustle, it was marriage. When Jay signed that contract with Beyoncé, trophies came rolling in. That's not just a joke. That's not just trolling. That's basically 50 saying Jay's legacy is tied to something bigger than hip-hop. That his empire is protected by association, by institution, by image. And that's the kind of statement Jay-Z can't respond to publicly. Because if he claps back, he validates it. If he jokes back, he looks weak. And if he stays silent, the internet fills in the blanks for him. So instead, Jay responds the way he always has. Privately. With pressure, with lawyers, with influence that most people will never see happening. No Instagram rants, no diss tracks, just quiet moves behind closed doors. And now, in 2026, neither one is backing down, because neither one benefits from peace. This rivalry isn't just about ego anymore, it's about control. Control of narrative, control of legacy, control of who gets to speak and who gets silenced. 50 has the audience to keep this alive forever, and Jay has the resources to shut it down quietly. And sooner or later, one of them is going to make the next move. Maybe it's another post, maybe it's another lawsuit, maybe it's something nobody sees coming. But when it happens, the whole internet will be watching. Because this isn't just entertainment anymore, it's a power struggle in real time.